The Master's Mysteries. Tales of Magical Mastery. Episode 77. Main Chief, Second Chief, Third Chief. Please have a seat. Continuing from the previous scene, the Liaodong three heroes, feeling quite imposing, had driven away the patrons in the restaurant. They were now preparing to sit down, their faces showing a smug attitude. Wow, the three chiefs are quite impressive. However, at this moment, they suddenly heard a discordant and irritating sound coming from behind. Are we supposed to leave too? The Liaodong three heroes only just noticed that there was still a group of people sitting in the corner. Moreover, these three individuals were very familiar to them. What is it, you? After a brief moment of shock, they went into a frenzy. Hey, you three idiots, why are you talking to our boss? The heads of the Liaodong three heroes were buzzing, but their subordinates were unaware of the situation. During this time, they had received many benefits from the three bosses, and now was their chance to show their loyalty. Boss, times have changed. We can't embarrass ourselves like before. There are three of them, and six of us. The three subordinates spoke loudly, making the three bosses turn green. However, they couldn't afford to lose the authority they had worked so hard to establish. A real fight might not end well. We can't back down anymore. In front of their subordinates, they needed to maintain their demeanor. Underlings, take action. Three bosses will handle this. Upon the order of the Liaodong three heroes, their subordinates immediately drew their gleaming knives and menacingly approached Liu Feng and the others' table. No need to go easy on them. Show them a bit of our strength. Don't worry, boss. Hey, which one of you three wants to go first? The three individuals struggled to hold back their laughter, watching these three people making a fuss. I'll go first then. By the way, have you all eaten? Black Fox's body was still somewhat weak, and Little Butterfly was a girl. Seeing this, Liu Feng stood up. What are you up to? Ha! Don't try to bribe us. How can you be so shameless to offer something? Liu Feng didn't think it was worth getting into a serious fight with these people. He picked up a pair of chopsticks and picked up 2 peanuts, holding them in front of the 3 men. Please have some peanuts. Before those 3 guys could understand what was happening, Liu Feng suddenly flicked the chopsticks, and the 2 peanuts shot towards 2 of them. Although they were just peanuts, they startled the 2 individuals quite a bit. They immediately developed large bumps on their foreheads, and blood vessels began to show. Just 2 peanuts managed to defeat 2 henchmen armed with blades, which immediately made the Liaodong 3 heroes realize the difference in strength between themselves and the others. Liu Fengyi was enjoying himself, reminiscing about the games he used to play with his master on the mountain. His hands continued moving. Liu Fengyi's pair of chopsticks moved rapidly up and down, initially leaving the 3 men puzzled. But suddenly, his chopsticks stopped, leaving the 3 men in shock. Looking at the flies skewered on the tip of the chopsticks, cold sweat poured down the foreheads of the Liaodong 3 heroes. Great heroes, don't be angry. We were just playing around. Young hero, your skills are outstanding, not just in your looks, but also in your martial arts. Under these circumstances, the situation had to change. Why are you still standing there in a daze? Go quickly and arrange a feast for these 3 distinguished guests. Yes. Don't say anything. These 3 subordinates were efficient, and a large table of sumptuous dishes was quickly served. Liu Fengyi and his companions had been eating simple and light meals before because Little Butterfly insisted on saving money. Now the 3 of them were enjoying a feast. Great heroes, do you have any further instructions? If not, we'll take our leave. The Liaodong 3 heroes saw that the 3 were happily eating and thought they could slip away. A treasure map? What are you? Heard that you have a treasure map on you. Rumor. It's absolutely a rumor. It's not true. But they never expected that their situation had already spread throughout the martial world, and of course, it couldn't escape the ears of Black Fox. A rumor, huh? By the way, I recently acquired a treasure sword. What do you think? Black Fox slowly drew his spirit fox sword from his hand, and it seemed as though lightning had struck the room, instantly lowering the temperature. Master, we were just safeguarding it for you. And now that we've seen you, we can rest easy. Very obedient. Also, we've eaten our fill. Black Fox took the treasure map and handed it over. This thing, when in the possession of the Liaodong three heroes, would undoubtedly attract deadly trouble sooner or later. We bid farewell. We're leaving. Take care. We're leaving. It's unclear whether the Liaodong three heroes truly didn't understand at this moment, or were pretending to be slow, but they always seemed to step behind when facing Black Fox and the others. Hurry up and take out all the money you have on you to offer as travel expenses to the three great heroes. Thanks to Black Fox's continuous reminders, they finally realized what was happening. 3 sirs, buy some snacks for the road. Don't hesitate to spend our money. Quickly, all the money the Liaodong three heroes had on them was transferred to Little Butterfly's hands. Very obedient. It's the least we could do. Safe travels. Until Liu Fengyi and the others disappeared outside the door, the Liaodong three heroes could finally catch their breath. But the pain in their hearts had started to rise. Robbers, is there no justice left? You actually robbed robbers. 3 sirs, are you done showing off your power? Just as the Liaodong three heroes were talking tough, a voice came from behind. Who gave you the right to give away our money? While the Liaodong three heroes had tagged along with the 3 money-thirsty men earlier, they had no choice but to do so. But now, the Liaodong three heroes had nothing left, and their veins were bulging on their foreheads. Having money makes you the boss. Moreover, even the treasure map was plundered by Black Fox. The 3 subordinates looked fierce now, and they turned on the Liaodong three heroes faster than expected. The world is cold and cruel. Just a moment ago, the Liaodong three heroes were acting high and mighty, and now their subordinates were beating them up. With money, we're kings. Without it, you're all nothing. Let's go. We'll seek refuge with the Black Wind Gang. Spit. What a bunch of trash. No man can tolerate such humiliation unless... My treasure, our dreams are shattered. Unless there's something even more tragic than this. You 3, wait. I'll never forget this grudge. In just half an hour, the 3 of them went from the peak of their lives to rock bottom, all because of their arch-nemesis. Oh, you're so angry. Are you talking about us? Just as the Liaodong three heroes were speaking harshly, suddenly 3 familiar figures appeared at the door. How could this happen then? The scene fell silent. We were talking about those 3 disloyal subordinates, and as for the money and the treasure map we gave you, we don't feel any regret. The atmosphere then became harmonious, except for the trembling voice of the Liaodong three heroes. You don't regret it. That's great. The 3 horses at the door are also yours. Right, we'll take them with us. Looking at their pitiful appearance, Black Fox felt a bit sorry for them. What? Wait a minute. Finally, the ruthless actions became too much for the Liaodong three heroes to bear. Over and over again. When will it end? These 3 men were once mountain bandits, and they had been suppressing their tempers. However, during this time, they had regained their sense of power. At worst, it's just death. Facing repeated humiliations, even statues had their limits, not to mention 3 hot-blooded gentlemen. Sirs, please accept us as your subordinates. But the next scene was somewhat different from what Liu Fengyi had imagined. We're willing to serve you faithfully, young heroes. Despite taking advantage of the situation in front of the 3 men, Liu Fengyi and Little Butterfly didn't want to have anything to do with them. These 3, while not inherently bad, always seemed to get into trouble. Become your subordinates, however, Black Fox didn't immediately refuse, and his tone seemed to soften. Very well, I'll accept you, indeed, Black Fox agreed, which was a surprise for Liu Fengyi and Little Butterfly. Black Fox appeared unpredictable in his actions, but he was actually quite cautious. The two of them didn't say anything more. Really? That's great. Long live our leader. They thought they would be rejected for sure, but to their surprise, everything went smoothly, and the Liudong three heroes immediately showed joy. A few people left the restaurant, but this time, Black Fox, Liu Fengyi, and Little Butterfly rode horses to show off their power. What are we doing here? We're going all out to steal back the treasure map. Through hardship, we become great, and behind us, the Liudong three heroes are still following, galloping all the way.